Welcome back, everybody. Here we are at the end of April, week 30th, April 26th to the 30th. For those of you that are using the book, a lot of these problems are actually in the book. You wouldn't have to redraw them. So like on page 137, 147. Now remember, that's M3T2. We're winding down with trigonometry, SOH CAH TOA. Before we get started on what we're going to do this week, Skill Builder Week, we need to do our shout outs. And this is the best week of the entire year for participants. So Mr. Miller and I say thank you to all of you. So we dug out the xylophone. Let's get started on shout outs. Mathy Achievers, look at all those red stars. Isabel Bennett, Katen Blankenagel, Alexis Brandt, Clay Contois, Claire Darlin, Maddie Hamilton, Mikkel McLeod, Colin McBride, Valen Magala, Ashlyn Miltonberger, Quinn Moses, Jackson Knoll, Cam Odell, and Xavier Thorne. In period 5, Kristen Barnett, Spencer Deerdorf, Maya Eckel, Alyssa Granados, Carter Harris, Hannah Lee, Kylie Heiner, Devin Martin, Carlene Nolan, Ashley Ohl, Jackson Rookdy, Serenity Sebasta, and Teddy Weston. All of those folks logged in during class time. Now look at all the stars. These are people that either logged in outside of class, finished more than a workspace, or did 8 or more problems. Totally amazing work, and we thank all of you. But before we read them, for the starred students, we've got Alexis Brandt, Clay Contois, Claire Darlin, Maddie Hamilton, Valen Magala, Quinn Moses, Cam Odell, and Xavier Thorne, Maya Eckel, and Carter Harris, Hannah Lee, Ashley Ohl, and Serenity Sebasta. All went over and above the assigned work. So those are our shout outs for Mathia Achievers and class participants. Okay, and our class participants, you can tell that each week more and more people are bringing questions with them. More and more people are participating with Mr. Miller's interaction on class discussions. And we thank you for that. Isabel Bennett, Katen Blankenagel, Courtney Brown, Clay Contois, Abby Crimps, Claire Darlin, Colin McBride, Valen Magala, Riley Morgan, Quinn Moses, Jackson Knoll, Cam Odell, Aiden Parker, and Xavier Thorne. In period 5, Kristen Barnett, Spencer Deerdorf, Maya Eckel, Alyssa Granados, Carter Harris, Kylie Heiner, Devin Martin, Matt McConnell, Carlene Nolan, Ashley Ohl, Jack Rookdy, and Teddy Weston. Again, thank you for all of your work. And then we got one more shout out for this week. This week, there were people that actually wanted to get out of their seat and come up to the whiteboard and do the problems. And we want to do a little special recognition for those folks. So Devin Martin and Teddy Weston, congratulations. And if we had one, we'd give you the golden pen for the week. So thank you for all that extra work, everybody. We are proud to rub elbows with you and try to make sense of SOH CAH TOA. And on with the lesson for the week. This might be, because it's the end of April, we're wrapping up SOH CAH TOA. We're wrapping up trigonometry. So that's why we're calling this a Skill Builder Week. We've got to make sure that we can get in here and solve for a variable, okay? Now, if you remember, we had this drawbridge problem, okay? One of those real world life problems, okay? And we know the distance across the river. We know how high the drawbridge has to go. We need to get into this angle. Okay, so we have TOA. The tangent is the opposite over the adjacent. But in order to get in here, we have to undo tangent. Undo. We have to do the inverse. We have to do the arc tangent. or, according to your calculator, tan -1. Okay? So, in our calculator, we go second tan -1. That's the arc tangent of 37 over 85. Put that into your calculator, and we get 23.52 degrees. This angle right here needs to be 23.52 degrees. All right? So, Skill Builder Week, we need to do a little calculating, and we need to understand how to solve for a variable. And the variable in this case was the angle. Now, other times, like if we're looking outside, I know the angle to get up to the top of the shelf up there. I know the distance from me to the shelf, but I don't know how high it is. Okay? In that particular case, we know an angle measure, and we either know the opposite side or the adjacent side. So the tangent of 15, that's just a number, right? Tan 15, make sure you're in degree mode, equals 30 over x. Okay, 30 divide by x. What's the opposite of divide? Good, multiply. So when we multiply both sides by x, we undo the division, okay? So that goes away, leaving us with x tangent 15, okay, and it's a multiply, right? We multiply both sides by x, and it's equal to 30. Well, how do you undo the multiplication? Good. We're going to divide. Tangent 15 is just a number, so you can do that before or after. I'm going to do it after. So the tangent of 15, divide by the tangent of 15. Grab your calculator, and we just go 30, divide, tangent of 15, and we get 111.96 units, whatever they are. So if we had a triangle, a distance of 111.96 and a height of 30, that relationship, TOA, is the tangent of 15 degrees. So, Skill Builder Week, practice, no Mathia this week. We want to make sure that everybody has time, probably going to need to go into the solo activity to do these kind of problems 2 times this week. All right? So, happy end of April. Enjoy the warmer weather, and we'll see you on Monday, Tuesday.